Exercise P1-4 is a pretty complicated item. It's a weird shaped block with three different holes in the center of it. The three holes are two different sizes. So for this one, we're just going to draw the outside shape, extrude it by its thickness, which is 1.125, and then we're going to go back and add the holes. And again, this one here is in inches. So the first thing I want to do is go to Inventor, click New, Standard Inch IPT. I will then click Start 2D Sketch. Now notice when I'm clicking Start 2D Sketch that I'm not clicking this. This is a drop down that gives me several options. This is the actual button for starting the sketch. So now I'll click on the top view, rotate top so that it's red right up here, and now I'll start by drawing my first line, and again I'm going to be starting on this origin point. If you don't start your sketch on the origin point, none of your lines will ever be blue. And I'll show you that as an example in this exercise. If I miss that origin point and I draw my first line, so we'll start the line there, and this line segment is going to go up 1.5. There's a lot of math to be done in this particular exercise, so I'm not going to dimension this the whole way around because I don't feel like doing all of the math required. So there's 0.5, and I know that this segment here is 1.5 up. From here it's going to go over 2, down 0.5, and then it's going to go to the right some distance, and then down another distance, then it comes in, goes down, and closes off here at the end. Now, for me it's important to see which lines are blue and which lines are not blue because that lets me know what's been constrained and what hasn't been constrained. If I come in here and just put in a 0.5 dimension here, a dimension on this one of 2, I still don't know which dimensions I'm missing. I can see kind of that I'm missing an overall dimension of 3.5, so I can come in here and put in that 3.5, and it tells me right here that I need 2 dimensions to finish this object. So if I come in here and I do the overall height, that's not one of the dimensions that I need, so I would have to try to figure out which dimension it is that I'm missing. So maybe it's this dimension here. Nope, not that one. Well, I'm at a point now where this can become very frustrating because I'll start to wonder why none of my lines are turning blue. But if I just get out of the dimension command by hitting escape and then come to this lower left corner point of my object and left click and drag it until it gets to that origin, you'll see the dot turn green behind your cursor. Once I let go of that, it shows me now that it's fully constrained. So where it said I needed 2 dimensions, I could have been looking all over the place for the 2 dimensions I needed, when really the 2 dimensions it needed was what is the x dimension from the origin and the y dimension from the origin. By placing it on the origin initially, I don't have to be concerned with that because it's just going to come in where I need it to. So now I've got the overall shape of my object. I'm going to go ahead and finish this sketch, and now I will extrude this the 1.125 thickness. Now I've got this block. I want to make sure that I don't rotate it too much because this block here makes it a little bit easy to lose your orientation. So you want to make sure that you kind of know where you are at all times. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place this big hole down here in the lower left corner, which is this one here. This one has a diameter of 1, and these two have a diameter of 0.5. So first things first, I'll click on the hole command, select this as my face, my first reference edge. I'll pick the bottom edge, and that's going to be 0.75, and then it is 1 off of the side. This hole has a dimension or a diameter of 1, and it goes through all, so now I can hit apply. My next hole I'm going to place right here. It's 0.75 off this top surface, 0.75 off this side, has a diameter of 0.5. I hit apply. My next hole is going to be right over here, has a dimension from here of 1.75, and its other dimension is from right here at 1.75, and it also has a diameter of 0.5 and goes all the way through. So here I've got the object completed. I can hit F6 to go to my default isometric view, and then either click on the disk or you can hit Control S, which is a Windows function for saving, and this one is P1-4. Once you've got this saved, you can go ahead and submit the assignment.